Hi, everybody. We'll get started here in a little bit. I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes to see who else is going to be joining us. And those of you that are here, if you could please go ahead and type your names in the chat so that way I can take attendance. Cadence and Cooper, can you all include your last names for me too? I already know Olivia, Nicholas, and Diego, but Cadence and Cooper, please. Okay, Copeland, awesome. Thank you all for joining. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So what we're gonna do, we are actually gonna go over 2 lessons today. We're gonna go over pork, and we're also gonna go over vegetables. And I found some really fun games. We've been playing Kahoot after every lesson, kind of going over what we learned. Yes, and I found 2 games that we're gonna play. So we're gonna do one for pork, and we're gonna do another one for vegetables, okay? So we're going to do that again after each one. I just want to know from you all, would you rather do, we go over the PowerPoint for pork and then we play a game and then go over the PowerPoint for vegetables and then play a game? Or do you want to go over each PowerPoint and then we play both games after? Which one would y'all rather do? Probably doesn't matter, right? Alrighty, guys, let's get started here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over each PowerPoint, and then after each PowerPoint, we'll do the games, okay? So that way we don't have to go from learning to playing and then learning to playing. We can just learn all at once and then play the game at once, all right? All right, guys, let's get started. Can everybody see my screen? Can you put yes in the chat if you can? For the understanding pork. Awesome. Thank you, Cooper. All right, so these lessons are going to be pretty short. I am going to go through them, and then we will, after this one, we'll go over to the vegetable PowerPoint, and then after that, we will play the games on Kahoot, okay? So make sure y'all have any phone or device that you can use for the game, okay? All right, let's get started. All right, so this lesson is understanding pork, and the objectives for the 4-H will be, for the 4-H member, will be to gain knowledge about pork, be able to identify the primal and subprimal meat cuts of a hog, and learn nutritional value of pork. All right, so here are the pork basics. The United States is 3rd in production with Texas, ranking 14th. So we actually are very big producers of pork in the entire world. And the cuts of pork, there are 5 primal cuts to a hog: loin, side, leg, shoulder butt, and picnic shoulder. So if you can look at the diagram that I have underneath, as you can see, the loin is that top half of the hog. The side is the side belly of the hog. So loin is on the top, the side / belly is on the bottom side of the hog. The leg / ham shoulder butt. So I know those are two words that kind of contradict each other, but this is the shoulder butt part of the hog, and then the shoulder picnic is underneath. Okay, so try not to get those confused. Shoulder butt is at the top part of the hog, and then shoulder picnic is towards the bottom half. And then their cheeks and jowl up at the front, and then their feet/trotters. So as you can see, the premium cuts come from the darker part, which would be the loin, and then the economical cuts, which more economical cuts mean that those are actually more affordable cuts of meat. And then the premium are going to be your little more expensive. And those include, for the economical, it includes the leg/ham, the side/belly, the shoulder butt, and the shoulder picnic. All right, so for the nutrition, pork has been known as a white meat, and in comparison to other meats and poultry, pork compares favorably in fat, calories, and cholesterol. Pork is actually very healthy for you. 9 key nutrients are provided by pork: protein, selenium, niacin, phosphorus, thiamine, vitamin B/C, riboflavin, zinc, and potassium. 6 cuts of pork are considered lean or extra lean in according to USDA standards. Lean cuts have less than 10 grams total fat, 4.5 grams of saturated fat, and 95 milligrams cholesterol per serving. When looking for the lean cut of pork, look for the term loin. So like we said, loin, as you saw on the previous slide, that's going to be your premium cut, and it's a more leaner cut. Or chop. I hope y'all like my little pig pictures on here too. All right, so who here eats pork? Does anybody eat pork, you know, regularly with their parents? Do their parents cook y'all pork chops? Or I'm sure a lot of y'all eat bacon. That's pork. A lot, yeah. I grew up eating pork too. I know there's some people that don't really like pork for some reason, but I think everybody likes bacon for the most part, but I've grown up eating pork. So grilling/cooking, pork can be safely cooked to an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit, which, you know, try and keep this in mind because this may be a question that could get asked with an ag product ID. Though I will say for the most part, the ag product ID contests that I've seen that are down here, they don't really include cuts of meat in their contests, but this is more for your information. But if you were to do, now that things are being done virtually, you all actually have more opportunities of doing ag product ID virtually now, which I just want to say congrats to those of you that competed with the Texas 4-H ag product ID. I saw that you all in Starr County did really well, and some of my kids here in Cameron County did really well as well. So I'm very proud of you guys for that. So please keep in mind, pork, for it to be safely cooked, 145 degrees. So just like you may be asked this in an ag product ID contest, or they may ask you the same thing about chicken, you know, any of those nutritional facts are always good to know. Pork can be safely cooked to an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit as measured by a food thermometer. Ground pork should still be cooked to 160. There are 2 basic methods for cooking meats: dry heat and moist heat. Generally, dry heat methods are best applied to naturally tender cuts of meat such as loin chops, strips, roasts, ham, and bacon. The dry heat cooking methods are grilling, small and large cuts of meat, broiling, chops, kebab, and pork patties, sauteing, chops, cutlets, and strips, pan broiling, chops, tenderloin, medallions, ham slices, bacon, ground pork patties, and roasting, roasts and ham. Moist heat methods of stewing and braising tenderize less tender cuts such as shoulder and cubes, which I believe most of us in our cooking, we do a lot of dry heat cooking when it comes to cooking our meats. So see? Done with the pork lesson. So now we're gonna go on to the vegetable lesson, okay? And then after that, we will do our little Kahoot game with pork, which that one with pork, we'll see how you all do, if you all were able to remember where the cuts of meats are. And then we have the vegetables. So we're going to have kind of the same thing we do with the fruits, you know, kind of trying to see if y'all can identify each vegetable. Okay. So let me just change my screen here over to my vegetable PowerPoint. All right. Can y'all see that? I think you can. Okay, great. Thank you, Cooper, or Cadence. Cadence and Cooper. All right, so Ag Project ID lesson number 5, vegetables, which I just realized vegetables is spelled wrong. So don't go by what I put here, okay? Sorry about that. Objectives. The 4-H member will gain knowledge about the Texas produced vegetables, be able to correctly identify vegetables, be able to answer questions about vegetables regarding production and industry. So who likes vegetables? I like vegetables. I like carrots. I like celery. I like tomatoes. You know, I like most vegetables for the most part, but I know some of you all probably don't, but they're very good for you. All right, so vegetables are produced in various areas of Texas based on climate, soil, temperature, and other indicators. The lower Rio Grande Valley, which is where we live, has the most intense horticulture production of onions and carrots. The Winter Garden and South Central are of the state produces spinach, cabbage, potatoes, onions, and cucumbers. The Plains region is big in production for peas, beans, potatoes, and onions. The far west side of the state has onions and peppers. East Texas has sweet potatoes, peas, sweet corn, and potatoes. Cultural practices of crop selection and management play a major role in the success of production when growing vegetables. With over 40 different kinds of vegetables that are grown in Texas annually, the decision on crop selection can be difficult as many vegetables are widely adaptable but not always successful. So what they pretty much mean is that, yes, there's a lot of these vegetables that can be grown over the majority of the state of Texas. However, the vegetables probably grow better in certain areas. So, you know, a lot of the times our farmers, they like to grow things that they can grow well. I mean, it doesn't make sense for them to try and grow something that's not going to do well down here, and they're not going to make as much of a profit if they were to try and grow something that's going to grow very well and they can grow more of it. So that is what they mean by, you know, they are adaptable but not always successful. A sufficient supply of quality water is important in vegetable farming. Vegetable crops require more water and frequent irrigation than most agronomic crops. So always keep that in mind. I don't know if any of you all have parents or maybe you yourself grow vegetables in your own garden, but they are in need of a lot of water. So of course you have to keep in mind whether the area you live in has had water recently or not. You may have to water them more so that way they can grow and be successful in your garden. All right, so vegetables are classified as warm or cool season, and the growing season temperature will influence crop selection. So warm season crops such as tomatoes and peppers produce higher yields under high temperatures. Cool season crops such as carrots and cabbage produce high yields under cool temperatures. The intensity, quality, and day length of light will affect the growth of vegetables. There are some ways to manage the amount of light a crop gets, but proper selection for a region is important. Nutrient availability poses the least problem to vegetable production. Nutrient adjustments can be made by proper fertilization. To determine fertilization requirements, soil testing is done through a reliable laboratory. For example, here in our office, we do actually do soil testing for anybody that wants to get their soil tested. We do have quite a bit of people that will come and get a soil sample test from us. So what they have to do is they have to go home, you know, take some dirt out of their yard or out of the area that they're wanting to know, if it's good to even grow anything, whether the soil has the proper nutrients for them to successfully grow any kind of vegetables, or have a garden of some sort in their home. So we do that testing here at our office. More than likely, every extension office has that capability to be able to send any soil for testing. So just in case you all are wondering, extension does have that service. There are several other cultural practices that play a role, and those include market profitability. So for example, like what I was saying, not all, if a farmer can grow a certain product, what they're probably going to want to grow is what they can grow well. So what they can market well, what they're going to make a good profit out of, which that determines what that farmer is going to want to grow during their crop season, because they want to be able to make a profit back so they can, keep their farm going, to be able to pay for all the equipment and the land that it takes to produce these vegetables. Variety selection and site selection. Successful vegetable production takes a lot of planning and preparation. All right, so health benefits of vegetables. Like I said, vegetables are very good for you, so they have a lot of health benefits. Most vegetables are naturally low in fat and calories, and none have cholesterol. However, sauces or seasonings may add fat, calories, and/or cholesterol. Vegetables are important sources of many nutrients, including potassium, dietary fiber, folic acid, vitamin A, and vitamin C. So let's say you're not much of a vegetable person, but you will eat vegetables if they're dipped in ranch. So yes, the vegetable is healthy, but depending how much ranch you eat with those vegetables, that can make it unhealthy. So any sauces or seasonings that you add, that can kind of take away from the health benefits of that particular vegetable. So you have to be careful with that. Diets rich in potassium may help to maintain a healthy blood pressure. Vegetable sources of potassium include sweet potatoes, white beans, tomato products, and paste. Dietary fiber from vegetables as part of an overall healthy diet helps reduce blood cholesterol levels and may lower the risk of heart disease. So if you all go ahead and get into those healthy eating habits now, that will really help you all whenever you get older. Fiber is also important for proper bowel function. It helps reduce constipation and diverticulosis. Fiber-containing foods, such as vegetables, help provide a feeling of fullness with fewer calories. Folate, or folic acid, aids the body to form red blood cells. Vitamin A aids in keeping eyes and skin healthy and helps to protect against infections. Vitamin C assists in healing cuts and wounds and keeps teeth and gums healthy. Vitamin C aids in iron absorption as well. So as you can see, vegetables are very good for you. They help keep your body running healthy, and they help you to keep moving and keep going. All right, guys. So like I said, the lessons were pretty short today. We did 2 of them. So who's ready to play Kahoots?
We are.
All right. So we're gonna do the pork one first, because I think y'all are gonna have more fun with the vegetable. All right, let me change my screen here. All right, guys, it's loading the pin. Can y'all see it? All right, so for those that haven't done this before, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to this website right here. And then it's gonna ask you for a game pin, and this is what you're gonna put on there, okay? So I'm gonna wait for everybody to go ahead and get in. All right, there we go, Cooper. Cadence, are you gonna get on, or are you sharing with Cooper?
I can't get on.
You can't get on?
No.
Cooper, show her how to do it. 409 Chrissy.
Okay, we'll wait for you, okay? See if you can figure it out. Awesome. Good job, Cadence. You figured it out. Okay, Aiden, where'd you go, Aiden? Okay, try logging back on. Okay, there's Aiden. Where am I get us? Okay, there's Olivia. Olivia, is everyone sharing with you?
No. I'm
Okay.
logging on right now.
Okay, awesome. I just want to make sure. I don't want to start without anybody. Nicholas, and we're just missing Diego.
Yeah, we're sharing.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to get started. Everybody's on, I think. We should be good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right, guys. All right, number 2. We went over this. What is number 2? Belly, jowl, loin, or the Boston butt, which is actually the same thing as the other one we went over. Awesome. Yeah, I know that was a little confusing. The Boston butt was the shoulder butt. So remember how we said the top half of the shoulder versus the bottom half. So it was actually the Boston butt. So whoever got that right, great job. Good job, Cadence. All right, let's see what this next one is. Number 5. The ham, belly, spare ribs, or the jowl? Let's see what this one is. Spare ribs. Good job, guys. And remember, the faster you answer, the more points you get. Okay, 8. Ham, 4 feet, picnic, or belly? Yeah, good job. That one was pretty obvious on. Number 4. Okay, what's number 4? Shoulder, picnic, loin, or 4 feet. So we know it's not the 4 feet. Yes, great job. Okay, so this one's not one that I went over with you all. So I'm curious to see if you all can get this right. What percentage makes up the retail value of a carcass? So this was just thrown in there, see how y'all do. Y'all can guess, you know, whatever you think. %. So one person got it right. Y'all were pretty close, whoever put 65 and 55. Y'all were pretty close on that one. But now you know the percentage, what percentage makes up the retail value of a carcass? 75%. Good job, Olivia. Okay, number 1, what is it? The picnic, the jowl, the belly, or the loin? This is one that we went over, so. Good job. Y'all did awesome. Okay, this is another one that we didn't necessarily go over. So what is included in a wholesale low value cut? So that would pretty much be the same thing as like an economical cut. The belly, the feet, and the back fat. So pretty much a low value. Not a lot of people eat feet of the pig, the belly and the back fat. All right, number 3. What is it? What is number 3? Picnic, jowl, spare ribs, or the ham? Good job, picnic. So that's the bottom half of the shoulder. So the shoulder butt is the top half. Picnic or picnic shoulder, shoulder picnic is that bottom half, which was that number 3. Good job, Aiden. All right, number 6. What is number 6? Loin, spare ribs, the belly, or ham? There you go, the belly. So what's the belly? The low cut. It's the low value cut of meat. Good job, Cadence. What is included in a wholesale high value? So high value, what is considered premium? And in the diagram I showed y'all, it was considered that top half of the pig. But what else would be considered a high value cut? Let's see if y'all can get this one. Loin, the leg, and the ham. Nice job. We got one person that got that one right. Good job, Aiden. All right, last question. Number 7. What is it? Number 7. The jowl, the ham, picnic, or the Boston butt? Nice, good job. The ham. All right, see how y'all did. Good job, Cadence. Y'all did awesome. Runner-ups were Cooper and Nicholas. Great job, guys. All right, let's do the next one. Let's see if y'all know your vegetables. All right, so this is going to be a new game pin. So you should be on the same website. And here is the new game pin. Olivia, are you sharing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right, just want to make sure. Okay, let's get started. All right, vegetables. What's the name of this vegetable? I hope everybody knows what this is because we eat these a lot down here. And let's see who knows how to spell it too. Tomato. See, everyone got it right, just misspelling. Had to trip you up a little bit on there. Good job. What's the name of this vegetable? Great job, guys. Y'all are getting the hang of it. All right, what's the name of this one? Potato, onion, tomato, or turnip? There you go. Yep, everybody knows what an onion is. Peas. Awesome. Good job. Good job, Aiden. What's the name of the vegetable? What is this? Is it a red pepper, tomato, pepper red, or carrot? Awesome, red pepper. That's right. Love red peppers. What's this one? A red pepper, tomato, green pepper, or a pepper green? That's right, green pepper. I believe all of us know our peppers for the most part. Good job, Aiden. What is this? A carrot, a courgette, zucchini, or asparagus? Yes. Zucchini. What is this? An eggplant, marrow? Oh, eggplant. All right, y'all got this. Good job, guys. Sweet corn. Good job, Nicholas. What is the name of this vegetable? Brussels sprouts. Good job. They do look like cabbages. They're like really small cabbages, but they're called Brussels sprouts. I've actually never had a Brussels sprout before, so I don't know how those taste. Good job, Nicholas. Everyone should know what this is. There you go, broccoli. All right, what is this? Lettuce, cabbage, lettuce, yes. That was a lettuce, guys. Cabbage is a little different, but it looks pretty similar, so it's understandable. You can get it confused. Good job. Everybody knows what celery is. Y'all answered that pretty quick. Cadence is creeping up there. He's almost at the top. What is this? Cucumbers. Good job. Mushrooms, very good. Very, very good, guys. Cauliflower, yes. Correct. Almost like broccoli, just like a white kind of broccoli, cauliflower. Good job, guys. What is this? Lettuce, broccoli, cabbage. Good job. You all seem to know your vegetables pretty well. Ooh, what is this? Cabbage, Brussels sprout, lettuce, or artichoke? There you go, artichoke. Good job. I'm glad y'all know what that is. When I was your age, I don't think I knew what that was. All right, what are these? Broad beans. Look like peas, but not quite. Good job, Aiden. What are these? Leeks, asparagus, beans, or spring onions? Beans. Man, y'all are answering these quick. All right, what are those? Some of y'all put what these were in the question. There you go, asparagus. That's what asparagus looks like. Oh, what are these guys? Spring onion, courgette, leek, or asparagus? We know it's not an asparagus because we just answered that before. A leek. Good job. Good job, Aiden. Staying at the top. What is this? Everyone should know what this is. Good job, guys. Pumpkin. What are these? Radishes. Good job. Four more questions. Cabbage, marrow, carrot, or potato? There you go, a marrow. All right, what is this one? Beetroot, there you go. Good job. All right, Aiden's still at the top. See if anyone passes him. Two more questions. What's the name of this vegetable? Turnip. Good job. Y'all answered that one quick. Okay, let's see what happens. After this one more question. What's the name of this vegetable? Good job. So always try to do the process of elimination if you can. Last question. Asparagus, calcots, celery, or leeks? Calcots. Wow, I wasn't sure what those were, but calcots, good job. All right, let's see how y'all did. Cadence. Awesome. Nicholas, good job. Let's see, who stayed on top? Aiden, great job, guys. That y'all did so good. Y'all answered these questions so fast. Oh my gosh. So y'all have your vegetables down. That's good to know. Great job, guys. Well, we're done for today. This is all I have for you all. Do y'all have any questions for me? I hope y'all enjoyed these lessons.
Thank you
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
You're welcome, guys. Y'all have a good evening, a good Thanksgiving, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.